Sunday morning, 9:15. We're approaching Stanley in the Falkland Islands in a little breeze. So strong I can hardly stand up. Here's the town of Stanley. There's a wreck ship there, and there's the other wreck ship there as we're coming into the dock. We have arrived in the UK. We're in the Falkland Islands. Long ride from our ship, but luckily we had a bus. And you gotta get your picture taken with the British telephone booth and the Falkland Islands sign. Does look like we are in jolly old England.
Landmarks of the island, together with the whalebone arch that has been constructed there. There are two big churches here, or more relevant churches. This being Anglican and the principal one, or the main one, the most popular one. And further down we'll see a Catholic church as well. Now that whalebone arch has been built in the 1933 in order to commemorate the first centennial of the British settlement here on the islands, right?
Those are jaw bones from a blue whale. Get an idea of the size. She's standing at the bottom and it goes way up there.
Geese, upland geese or kelp geese.
They mate
the same
for
species.
life. If the
They're
female
really cool
dies,
birds. I like them a lot. They're
the male
very nice.
does not take on another female partner. But if the male dies, the female takes another partner. This is a mast off of some ship. A mizzen mast.
They sunk it intentionally because it was damaged. Now at Liberation Monument, and this is a memorial that has been built in order to commemorate and remember every single of the participants of the war. You have all the names of the fallen soldiers and civilians as well on the British side, together with the name of all the squads that were involved in the war. And then you have the bust of Margaret Thatcher, who was a very, very relevant character.
Named the street behind the statue, Thatcher Drive.
Flag of the Falkland Islands, right? Which is a blue flag that has a British flag on the upper corner, and then in the shield it has a ship and also a ship and a ship, right?
This is the historic Falkland Islands Museum. There's the way in. There's an old typewriter and an old cash register and what they used to sell in the general store. And how's this for a record player? Symphonian. There's a fancy commode. Tub and a high chair. And a beautiful wood-burning stove with a griddle, and those would be irons to iron clothes. These ladies were tiny. Another tiny lady. And the effort it must have taken to make these dresses. Probably all by hand. These are both wedding dresses. And here's some wedding pictures. Oh, and look at that wedding cake. People from the Falkland Islands who served in World War I. And these are the ones who didn't come home. In 2014, we're around the Tower of London. They had a huge bed of poppies. This is about Antarctica expeditions. There's a hut that people lived in. More bunks over there. And I'm sure that wind was incessant. In a pub, a very British style pub.
They take US dollars, they take even Chilean.
Darts. And they even keep score. Lots of slot machines. And there's a bunch of knots.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And of course we have a football game on. And after some shopping, we headed back to the ship.